Hello, my dear Aquarians. This is a general reading for the month of May. The spread I'm using is the past. So I pulled 3 cards for the past, 3 cards for the present, and 3 cards for the upcoming future with a clarification card for the last card of the reading. So in the recent past, my dear Aquarians, you got a card, the Hierophant, and this card was pulled as first, and this is High Priestess as well. People call it however they like it. Basically, this card indicates that perhaps some of you Aquarians recently got married, or just basically done something. You've done something that is seen in a society or amongst your friends or colleagues as conforming to a set of norms or beliefs. Yeah, so this could be religion related. Perhaps you made some kind of commitment. It could have been something that it's not really something that you would normally do, Aquarians, because you are such a free spirit. You're so adventurous, but perhaps you did something that you felt like it was almost expected of you to do. So this is why you did it. Okay, so I think this could have been marriage or something that you feel like, well, I got to do it because everyone else is doing it. The question here I've got for you, Aquarius, did you do it because you wanted to do it, or did you do it because you felt like you had to do it? Did you actually listen to your inner voice? Okay, but this answers to those questions only you've got them. So just for your, this is just for your reflection. And this card, the Hierophant, was followed by the Knight of Swords. Okay, and this is a very powerful card. The Knight of Swords, he's riding his horse. He's rushing into achieving his goal. He's very determined. There's no stopping here. There are no obstacles that he can go through. When he's on his way. He's not afraid of anything. He's very, very powerful, as you can see. And the card, in the sky, you can see the stormy clouds, and it's quite windy. And his energy is very powerful. He's rushing in. So perhaps there was some kind of a new idea that was born in your head, or you had some kind of plan you wanted to implement, and there was no stopping you. And this is usually a very positive card, right? It's moving forward, moving ahead, pushing things through. However, my dear Aquarians, this can also indicate the Knight of Swords, that sometimes he's rushing in with his actions without thinking of consequences that those actions may bring. So perhaps, you were so charged in the recent past, you were so into achieving your goals, that you perhaps neglected your colleagues or friends' opinions and feelings. And the following card, right after the Knight of Swords, is the Knight of Wands. And this card is very much similar to the Knight of Swords. All right, let's just have a look, because they're both going into the same direction. I think the main difference is that the Knight of Swords is rushing in with sort of aggression, whereas the Knight of Wands is a bit more chilled, more relaxed, but still very passionate about the about getting to his goal. And this card also, similar to the card before, makes you, it's more of a reflection on whether apart from having this idea that you perhaps had about something to do with work, a plan that you wanted to implement, did you actually have a plan, like a long-term plan? Did you have a plan for the future? Did you think of any challenges ahead, or did you just decide, oh, I'm just gonna go for it, without actually thinking through, without giving enough consideration? Okay, because again, you might have neglected some of your colleagues, like I said before, Knight of Swords, some of your friends or people around you, because your mind was so stuck onto, getting to where you wanted to get. And that was the past. And so let's see, where did that get you? Well, and it got you a victory, my dear Aquarian. So you were rushing in with an aggression almost. There was no stopping you. You wouldn't listen to anyone. And then you rushed in, maybe not as fast, a bit slower, but with passion. And yes, you succeeded. Whatever you set out to be, whatever you wanted to achieve, you did succeed. So well done to you, Aquarians. So this card, the Six of Wands, as you can see, is the victory card. And this person on a horse, he arrives in his town or community and is welcomed and cheered by the crowd, okay? So this is probably you right now, Aquarian. Perhaps you are celebrating your success right now, and it's, and you deserve it, because you are a very hard worker. You work really hard, and you always work hard, and you're such a good leader. You're naturally born leader. You're so determined that I'm very happy for you. However, with this card can also be a bit of a reminder for you, Aquarius, that with every victory, there's some kind of, there's our self-importance that grows, okay? So this card is trying to is here to remind you, the Aquarians, that despite the fact that you are celebrating victory now, you can't forget where you came from, okay? You can't let this situation to make you big-headed, or to get your ego in the way when it comes to treating people. Do not put down people, and be aware of how you're talking to people. Don't make them feel inferior to you, okay? Because sometimes Aquarians, you don't realize, but you may come across like that, okay? So unconsciously you might be telling people that you're better than them. It's just by the way you communicate with them. So be very careful with that, okay? But of course, celebrate your victory. And this card was followed by the World card, and it's a beautiful card, okay? And basically it indicates that the victory you achieved left you feeling complete. All right, so your inner world and your outer world united, and you feel a feeling of wholeness. All right, you are able to understand the world. You feel like a whole person because you can understand the inner world and the world outside. Okay, and obviously with the victory, very often we get people who will try to put you in a defensive situation, just like this person. Okay, so I presume this is kind of you. So basically what happens, I think, and I feel that while the moment you achieved your victory, right, your success, you might have some people, perhaps your colleagues or people in your circle, that they'll be questioning. They'll be questioning, or they are questioning right now, your success. They'll be like, well, how did you get here? Is this fair or unfair? And you'll be left in a very, or you are being left in a very defensive position where you need to defend yourself, or you are defending yourself right now, because perhaps some of the actions you took, like I said earlier, brought the consequences which could be seen as negative for some people. And as you can see on this card, this guy has got two different shoes, and this perhaps can tell us that you are not sure in which position you are right now. You might be confused whether what you've experienced was actually a victory. But don't worry, Aquarians, because you are very powerful. You are naturally born leaders, so don't let this discourage you. So this is their present. Okay, so let's just recap the past and present. So in the past, you confronted some kind of institution. Perhaps you felt like you had to do something because it almost felt like it was expected of you. And this was followed by Knights of Swords. So there was an idea born in your head that you were rushing into achieving it. There was no stopping you. There was no one that could stop you. Perhaps you were a little bit arrogant in your approach. You wouldn't listen to your colleagues or boss because you had your idea and you knew exactly what to do to succeed. And this was followed by Knights of Wands, which is a very similar card, but warning you, to have a plan. Did you have a plan for the future while setting up your, actions? Because, every action's got its consequence. But in the present, you're celebrating victory. All right. So whatever you set out, it turned out to be successful. And then the world of the card of world, the world, the feeling of wholeness. All right, your inner and outer world are united. Unfortunately, the victory I've just mentioned perhaps was met with some questions and questioning by your colleagues. That puts you in a quite defensive position. And what does the future, the near future hold for you, my dear Aquarians? So in the near future, the first card I pulled was Five of Pentacles. And the Five of Pentacles is a card which indicates some kind of a loss. It doesn't have to be, but it could be a financial loss or an emotional loss. Okay, you were left out in the cold with no help. You'll be left out in the cold perhaps with no help or support. Okay, those Five of Pentacles on the window of the church. The fact that it's a church window, it shows that you will be you will need people around you. You will need some help and advice in the near future because you'll be left alone. All right. So make sure you've got your friends around you to advise you and help you. And this card was followed by the Queen of Wands, all right? So after being left out in the cold, we got a Queen of Wands. So perhaps this woman or someone with the energy, feminine energy of the Queen of Wands caused you feeling this way, being left out in the cold, being isolated. Basically, the energy of Queen of Wands is the Queen of Wands is someone who comes across as cheerful, warm. She creates a very good first impression, all right? She's very passionate, and she's a naturally born leader. She's very outgoing. When she meets people, they love her. The only problem with her is that, and this is what the black card indicates, she's got a dark side. All right, and she not many people are aware of that dark side. So you might have been dealing with her, Aquarian, at work, or in your personal life, in your circle of friends or family, and you're not aware of this dark side. So watch out for this, okay? And this is the person that she can shout at you, scream at you, yell at you, and then the next moment just give you a hug. All right. So it's like a split personality, some kind of person who's got split personality, and it's very likable, but it's got this dark side that isn't revealed to everyone, but it might have been revealed to you, or it will be revealed to you very soon, and this is why you will feel this way. Okay. And this perhaps behavior of the Queen of Wands, or this energy that someone in your circle will have or has got, so be aware of that, watch out, will lead you to the Ten of Swords. Betrayal, disappointment, the end of something, death. All right? Perhaps this person, have said something or will show you her or his dark side, betray you, and do something to cause you feel this way. in the future. So be aware of this cheerful energy around you, of this person who seems so nice, because this person is two-faced, okay? So be aware of that. And this person will make you feel this way. It's the end of cycle. So in order to clarify this card, I wanted to know more. I pulled another card and I asked the question, why? Why would this happen? What would be the main cause of it? And then I got a card which is the Knight of Swords, okay? A Knight of Swords is a queen who is not ruled by emotion, but a queen who is ruled by intellect. She's analytical. She's harsh in a way, okay? She will tell you how things are. She won't be beating around the bush. So perhaps this was caused by not only the Queen of Wands, a dark side, but her dark side could also have been, that she decided to speak out and be upfront and honest and put emotions aside, so to treat you in a very, very cold way. So this, betrayal or the end and death was caused because this person with the feminine energy of the Queen of Swords treated you in a she was very blunt in the way she spoke to you. She will speak to you, all right? Very blunt, very cold, nothing to do with emotions. She's ruled by her mind, okay? However, just to cheer you up a little bit, my dear Aquarians, this card is not necessarily that negative, because as you can see, the darkness is about to finish, is about to end. So that means the darkness in your life is about to finish and end, and there will be a new beginning, because of every ending there is a beginning. All right, I hope that resonates with some of you, and if it does, please give me a like. And if it doesn't, please be aware not all of my readings will resonate with you. All right, thank you very much, Aquarians, and please give me some feedback, and I hope that you listen to my channel next month as well. Thank you very much. Bye.